So this evening, I would like to begin with one of the stories in that book. And of course, this is my favorite one.
Amen.
I remember the day that Ruby came to my house. She came now with her sister and my brother to my mother's house, and I was working in the yard, and they had a flood, and I was standing in a foot of water, working on my bow and blocks. She walks out on the porch with my mother, and Mom says, "George, get us some crawfish. Ruby and I are going fishing." And just jokingly, I said, "If Ruby wants some crawfish, let her get down here and catch them." Well, next thing I knew, she was standing alongside of me in that water. And she's saying, "Well, show me how." So the yard was full of big red crawfish crawling all over the high tide we had. And so I showed her how to catch crawfish and not get bit. Crawfish and crabs are both alike, that if you pick them up and keep them in motion, they can't bite you. But if you stop, they got you. So when you grab a crawfish, you keep him in motion to the bucket, and he can't bite you. So next thing I knew, she had a bucket of crawfish caught. And they went fishing. Now, that was quite impressive to me, a young man. I wasn't courting at the time, and of course she wasn't either. So during that week she was there, my mother says, "Take Ruby and visit all the families on the bayou." I said, "Okay, I'll do that." So I got in my boat and took her out down the bayous and canals, and visited all the families who came to church in boats. We had a boat church. And so I took her to visit all these families and brought her back to my mother's house. Next day or two she left. And there was nothing between us. No feelings either way. A few days later, I was back visiting some of these families along the bayou, and one lady, this is what she said to me. She says, "George, that's the one God has made for you. Go get her." And so this is the one that God made for me. She is a remarkable woman. If you've seen a lot of my sins in the book, the old saying, "Behold, your sin will find you out." But she has been a great wife. She's 7 years older than I am. She has a couple of years college education and nurses training. I have 5th grade. Many people said, "This marriage will never work," because of our difference in culture and education. But we loved each other, and we decided to walk together with God. We've been together 65 and a half years. And the remarkable thing about this gal is one of the many remarkable things. Highly educated, very strong-willed, but she married a dumb fisherman. And I'll tell you, she's the best wife that I could have ever gotten. I always tell her, "You're the best wife I've ever had." She and I have walked together with love of the Lord. We've worked together in churches and places. And she endured the many times I was called away, sometime a month at a time. And I always knew when I come home, she'd be there waiting. And she never disappointed me. So the story of our courtship's in the book. How that we met, how it was prophesied that she's the one God made for me. And go get her. I didn't even know the girl. Had no feelings towards her at the time. But we started writing together. She lived in Missouri, I lived down in Louisiana. And so we didn't see much of each other. I think in a year and a half that we courted, I saw her 3 times. But we wrote a letter to each other every day. Every day we wrote a letter. And so she kept all these letters, had a box full of them. And my daughters one day found this box of my love letters. And they had a ball reading our letters that we wrote to each other. But we've had a great walk together. And she stood by me, encouraged me, always lifted me up. And I made some dumb moves. But you know, she never, ever brought up my mistakes. Never said a word. But I made them. So I'm very happy tonight to be here. And I am very happy to have a wife that God made for me.
I'm very happy to be that wife.